welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Wakanda Forever, the sequel to Black Panther. We went and saw it this past Thursday, November the 10th. And so now we are giving our review of the movie. So we're just going to start off by saying, did we, in general, like the movie or did we not? So Warren, did you like the movie?
I really enjoyed the movie. It was, had a different kind of, twist to it, but I enjoyed it. From watching the first movie, it had a lot of expectations, and I feel like it, exceeded the expectations that I had for it.
Yeah.
Watching the first, Black Panther, I was a huge Killmonger fan, and I just like his demeanor. I like everything about him. I like his passion, I like his anger, I like his grit. He's just a character that I would fall in love with. So I just love characters like that. And also, I'm kind of biased towards bad guys because they're a little bit more entertaining. So, and I feel like the second movie kind of embodied him a little bit more. So I like that.
Yeah, I have to say that I really did like it. When I saw the playtime of 2 hours and 41 minutes, I was like, whoa, it's gonna be like super long. But I really enjoyed it. I think that Shuri and Letitia Wright, she really surprised us with Shuri's character. I think a lot of people did, especially all the backlash that she was getting about being the Black Panther, and people thought that the Black Panther should be replaced, but she really lived up to the role of Black Panther and did it in her own way. And I was happy that she did that. So Warren, tell me, who was your favorite character in Wakanda Forever?
My favorite character, of course, was Namor the Submariner. Like I said, I kind of like bad guys. They're very interesting, especially if they have a reason to their madness. And I felt like his reason to his madness was justifiable, and I enjoyed him. And the guy that played him, Marvel, like I said, if you're watching this, he did a great job. Keep him, because I feel like he can take the movie to a different level depending on which way they want to take the movie.
Right.
I feel like the movie left it up to Shuri and her family, and also to Namor to come back and do something if you want to do something else. So
yeah,
I feel like he still have a big role to play in the movie. So I'm interested to see what comes. If it's be another Black Panther coming out soon.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be like another Black Panther, but just from the research I've done, I don't think there's another Black Panther movie in Phase 5. Because I know after this movie is Ant-Man. And then I can't remember what's after Ant-Man, but it's like a whole phase. If you're a Marvel fan, you know what phase we're in and blah, blah, blah. But my favorite character was actually Shuri's mom. It's like a tie between Shuri's mom, which is Queen Ramonda, and Ironheart, which is Riri Williams. I just feel like she was so funny.
She was,
and they made her so down to earth and relatable to the Generation Z and Millennial generation. She was just, whoever wrote her part was really funny. Yeah,
but in contrast, she wasn't my favorite character. I didn't like
You didn't like Riri?
Not really.
Why?
Not really. Because she just seemed so stereotypical and
how though?
Just I don't know. I just don't like. I like characters to be I like to be surprised. I don't like for it to be predictable. I like for it to be surprised.
I mean, what?
She was the same way throughout the whole entire movie. Nothing changed about who she was as a character.
mean, nothing changed about Shuri. I mean, she evolved, but that was because she evolved because of her circumstances.
Yeah, that's true. Even Namor kind of changed a little bit. He was a straight savage, and then he was like, you know what?
I'm pretty sure we'll see changes in.
And for her to have her capabilities, I didn't see much of it played out. So when you watch the movie and what she did in the movie and what she created, I expected her to be like Shuri 2.0.
Well, she's not.
She's not, but she is. In her own right.
Yeah, in her own way, yeah. But
maybe we have to get to that.
That's what I'm saying. She will evolve in her series that's coming out next year, because Ironheart is getting her own series on Disney Plus. So, and if you guys want us to start reviewing the Marvel series, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, or a comment down below. But anyway, she has a series coming out on Disney Plus, and I feel like she's gonna evolve then, because she couldn't even take her suit with her.
She couldn't, and
spoiler alert, she couldn't take her suit.
She couldn't, and I think that's why she's gonna make another one.
Right.
But I feel like in the series they're gonna have to recast her character from scratch to show us who she really is.
Right. Not recast, but
not recast, but reintroduce her.
Right.
Because how they introduced her made her seem like a mad scientist. So that's kind of how I want her to be. She almost like Tony Stark.
I mean, yeah. So she got. I mean, in the movie, they pick her up from MIT. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she's very intelligent. But her character, which is what I was alluding to the other night, her character, along with like the other characters of the children from the Avengers, they're destined, they're like being shaped for Generation Z. They're not being shaped for the millennial generation or the generation before us. They're being shaped to attract the attention of Generation Z.
I can see it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
that's why she talks. I thought she was hilarious.
Yeah.
Me personally. But I can understand why you thought she was she might come off as a little obnoxious, you know, but for like my little sister,
right,
for her generation, she's going to appear to be funny, you know, relatable.
They stick with the times.
Right, exactly. Because think about it, when the next Avengers come out, it's going to be 2025.
Right.
So my sister would be like, you know what I'm saying? Like probably a senior in college, you know? And so they have to grow with the generation.
Yeah, but I mean, character development to me is very, very important. And if you can develop the character, like initially from the start, then it get people more like, okay, I want to know more about this character. Who is this character? I want to see more of that character.
Right.
With her, I didn't feel like that.
Well, she really didn't have a big role in the movie.
Yeah, I felt like Neymar took over the movie. Neymar took over the movie. Like Shuri kind of.
It was Shuri and Neymar.
Shuri, Neymar, and her mom, and Shuri was kind of like head to head as far as like, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like Neymar definitely took over the movie. Like to me, off of what he did, they can start something else. They can start like a series with him, like they're gonna do with Ironheart or something. Cause
I don't know if I would watch.
He gave Aquaman a run for his money. To me.
I mean, yeah, that's DC though.
I watched both.
Yeah.
So DC not as good as Marvel, of course, but I enjoy Aquaman. I like his character. I love sea creatures. I love like big animals. We even been to Dolphin Island. Like, we go to different places all the time. We love animals, so I'm huge on like animals, especially when they're under the water, because you don't know what's under there. And and then I always looked at those stories about Atlantis and secret cities under the water. So I've always been fascinated about, under the water, what's really under there. We don't know.
Yeah.
And he just kind of opened my eyes to a whole different kind of world. Like, it's a Wakanda underwater.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I was like, wow.
Yeah. So, do you think the graphics were better in this movie? Or they were about the same? I like the special effects this time. I feel like the underwater concept, they did really good.
Right.
Because they really did feel like they were underwater. It didn't feel like anything was like super computerized or anything like that. It felt natural as it could have been in a Marvel universe, if that makes sense. Trying to think of what else.
One thing I think they could have done better was when they was battling, they fought on a ship. And I kind of felt like that would have been a disadvantage for the people who don't fight on water. Yeah. I kind of thought they were going to fight in Wakanda, where they have like the advantage and stuff like that on land. Yeah. But they didn't do that. So that kind of changed the movie for me. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. But M'Baku. I also like M'Baku. I really like M'Baku.
We love M'Baku.
And he, to me, in this movie, I don't think he was as savage as he should have been. He seemed to want to take the high road and the peace route. And I don't expect that from M'Baku. M'Baku don't supposed to duck no smoke under no circumstances. Like, not at all. M'Baku supposed to be about it at all times, ready to go.
I thought it was weird when Neymar punched him, and he, spoiler alert, he punched him, and then he fell like to the ground, and he didn't get up.
Neymar punched M'Baku and sent Dooku flying.
Yeah. Like,
when I say he punched him, I'm trying to think
it was a shocker because M'Baku is considered to be very strong.
A very strong guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the men was getting whooped in the movie. I mean,
that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, all the men was getting whooped. They were getting fades. They were catching fades left and right. Like, just catching fades. And, of course, the women holding it down, you know. But M'Baku?
Yeah, that was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, I don't want to see M'Baku get treated like that. So,
no.
Ryan Coogler, Marvel, put some respect on my boy M'Baku's name. Because he ain't supposed to get hit. And then, and then be like, you know what? We probably want to have peace with this man. We probably don't want to anger him.
Right.
No, bump that. Nope. And M'Baku was supposed to be like, man, he hit me. I want his head on a platter. Queen, what you want to do? That's M'Baku.
Yeah.
Sure, what you want to do? I'm with you, right or wrong. I'm riding. That's M'Baku.
Yeah.
And I felt like he wasn't like that. And then in the end, he want to come out and try to be this macho guy. But the last thing we seen on him was getting treated like a little, like a little rag doll.
Right.
So, no, I didn't like that. I think M'Baku need to be very, 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 very extremely masculine and dominant, and he need to be very, very aggressive and savage.
Yeah.
So I want to see that about him.
I mean, he's not the king of Wakanda, but he's kind of like the king of his area.
Right, right.
So to see him fall like that after he was punched, and it's okay for me if he would have got punched, but not to like be punched and kind of surrender almost.
Right. So when she say surrender, I mean surrender. I'm trying to.
He didn't get back up, which that would have been a nice fight to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That would have brought some action.
But he said, you know what, man, I don't want no smoke with Neymar. Leave him under the water.
Right.
He said, this man literally told Shuri, we got a king, we got a queen, but they call that man God. When he said that, I was like, M'Baku, since when you start caring about God? Like, boy, you're a heathen. You don't care nothing about God. You're supposed to be, my tradition is I'm a man, I fight, and I die. And if you beat me in war, I lose in war. I lose as a man, I die as a man.
Right.
He wasn't about that. He was about, he caught the plea.
Yeah.
He caught the plea.
But then again, we don't know how M'Baku was in the comics. I mean, maybe
that's true, but still, they portray him.
That's his character.
That man was like Hercule from Dragon Ball Z. He was Krillin, Yamcha, Hercule, Tien. What's the boy, the little mime-looking boy?
I don't know.
That's what he was. They treated him like he was Krillin. And that boy supposed to be like Vegeta or Goku or, I ain't say Goku. Yeah, supposed to be like Vegeta or somebody like that. Piccolo or somebody strong.
Right.
Nope. He got treated like a little toy, like a little kid. And then when somebody came in for help, he like, you know what? No, I don't want to be bothered with this man. He's on a different level. So let's just leave him alone, and whatever happens, happens. But just leave him alone in his little world. Nope. Don't want that. And then, spoiler alert, when Shuri got captured, and nobody, from what I can remember, nobody really was like, hey, let's go look for her. Her mom was like, hey, I know somebody who used to, be with us, but now she's gone.
Right.
I need your help because I know you can sneak past the fences. So can you help me get my daughter back?
She trained as a spy.
She did train as a spy, but I feel like M'Baku supposed to be leading on, hey, let's go get
But
Shuri back.
M'Baku really don't. He don't fool with them like that.
He
though.
don't, but they whole. If y'all see the movie, they whole country was
Under attack.
Under attack.
Yeah.
And if you all know, even in the real world, when a natural disaster strike, it ain't no upper class, lower class, middle class. We all one and we all under attack. We all coming together. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. It was a natural disaster. They messed everything up. These people can't swim. I thought they didn't act like they can swim.
I mean, they seem like they could swim, but they just. I mean, do you really want to jump in the water when it's people in the water that's trying to kill you?
That man in Baku went under the water. He said, "Man, let me see what that man talking about." Man went under the water. Seen that big old well. He said, "You know what? I ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't want no smoke. Nope. You know what? Leave me alone." But he tried. He tried to fight Neymar, and Neymar was like,
right.
One punch man hit him, and he was done.
Yeah.
But
it was bad.
Yeah. Who else we can talk about? That's really it.
How did you feel about, spoiler alert, how did you feel about Queen Ramonda passing away?
I think Queen Ramonda dying made Shuri who she was, because
it made her grow up.
Because I said I like Killmonger, and Killmonger was a savage. He said his dad died and he want revenge. So Shuri was like, to hell with all they were talking about. Her mama just died. She wants some smoke.
Right.
And she finna get it by any means. And so she went to M'Baku like, "Hey man, I'm on some work. We finna go smoke, old buddy." And he was like, "No." But she ended up she ended up going to to the afterlife or whatever, seeing some people and who she saw,
when she recreated the herb, because if you guys remember from the first movie, Killmonger destroyed all the herb, so there won't be no more Black Panthers after him. And she recreated the herb based off of
her brother's DNA.
Right, like her brother's DNA. And when she took it, the alternative herb, or whatever, who did she see?
Ooh, spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
She saw my boy, Killmonger.
Yes.
Like this. He was like this. She
sitting on the throne.
On the throne. Like this. She saw him. "Hey, cuz, what up?" I'm like, "Oh, that's my boy, Killmonger. He finna come back. He ain't never come back.
No, he didn't.
Unfortunately.
But,
and he shared something with her. He said, "Look, y'all talk about peace, but what I see from you is you just like me. So what make me so bad when you just like me?" And she was like, "What she said? How can she do it?"
No, she said they were nothing alike.
Yeah, they're like, "I ain't like you," and he was like, "Man, you just like me." He said, "What you feel in your heart?" And he was like, "You feel revenge. That same feeling you feel is what I feel and how I felt." And then something had happened and she ended up going back to the afterlife. She was scared or whatever. I think she ended up going back.
No, right before she was about to kill Neymar, her mom came to her.
Yeah, that's on down the road. So she ended up she took on the ideology of Killmonger for a while, and that gave her the courage and strength to go after Neymar. And then when she got to find Neymar and they found out his weakness.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
With the help of Riri.
Yeah, Riri. Yeah, with the help of Riri. But I was trying to figure out, like, he ain't supposed to have no weakness. I don't know how it is in the comic books.
I mean, he has a weakness. Because he can't breathe without water. Like, he needs oxygen and water in order.
Basically, they were saying he need water. He need water to be strong, but he can be on land. But the longer he's on land, the weaker he get.
Right.
So that's what they were saying. So that didn't make sense to me to go on water to fight him. But hey, it is what it is.
They did go on water to fight him, but they had to get him to that.
Get him off of water. Yeah,
right.
But I mean, I want anybody, but and after that, what else happened? Oh, she beat him up. So they was fighting. I thought he ended Black Panther, y'all. I thought he got rid of him. I said, man, she finna die. And I didn't see no coming back.
Yeah.
So
I thought she
I thought and that would have been well, I didn't say perfect ending, but that would have been a good ending. But you know, bring Killmonger back, but
Killmonger is not coming back.
Unfortunately, Marvel,
Let me
please bring
tell
him
you
back.
why Killmonger should not come back.
Should not.
Should not, because if he's not gonna
do right,
if he's not gonna forgive for himself, first of all, and for the good of Wakanda, then he gotta realize Black Panther T'Challa was trying to help him.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to hurt him. He was trying to right his father's mistake. And him still trying to hold it, he gotta let that go.
How many of y'all watching this? How many of y'all watching us talk about this movie forgive people who just made y'all mad?
I mean,
somebody just cut y'all off in traffic. You probably stick your middle finger up, blowing your horn.
He's mad at the wrong person. Is what I'm saying.
He took it out on the next. He took it out on the next available person.
Right, so, and he shouldn't do that.
Hey, I can't tell.
T'Challa's father made a mistake. T'Challa shouldn't have to pay for that. What they should have did was when they found out he was who he was, everybody should have welcomed him with open arms and apologized and said, you know, we don't know what happened. We don't know why he did what he did, but we want to welcome you to Wakanda, blah, 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 blah. That's what I would have did.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, it's people in y'all life right now who did y'all wrong. Y'all don't got nothing to do with them. Y'all don't like their kids, you don't like their mom, you don't like their dad, their brother. You don't like nothing about these people, none of their family. So I agree with them. There's some people I don't like. And, you know, it's like, hey, man, look, I don't want nothing to do with you. But he do got a lot of hate in him. But it make him who he is. And I don't understand hate.
Neymar, but he don't have to be that way. He can be a good person.
Yeah, Neymar didn't have that hate in him. He was just like, well, I want to do the best for my country. So that's kind of a different aspect of like the two characters or the two villains or whatever. But Neymar, I don't know if that's his wife, his daughter. I don't know who that girl was.
At the end?
Yeah, she came up like, you're our king.
I felt like that was his partner.
Partner in crime. His second in command.
No, like his, you know, like his wife, but they probably aren't married.
Oh, his side piece? Yeah, probably his side piece.
It's probably his partner.
The main piece.
Yeah.
Oh, she can fight too.
Yeah,
she'll get busy.
But you know, women, we are emotional creatures. And you see, he let it go.
You think?
He was like, well, he let it go for right then.
You think?
A woman, she would have fought Shuri to the very end.
Yeah.
Because of how emotional women can be, and we're not as easy to let things go, you know. So that's why she asked him why did you let them go, or why did you
he told surrender? Her, well, she could have killed me. I didn't surrender. She could have killed me.
Right.
You know, I guess she didn't like the answer he gave her.
No.
She said, well, you supposed to be dead. You don't supposed to be here. If you gonna die.
Right.
And he was like, I can't remember what he said in the end. Did he say something about coming back, or he said something like there'll be a time where we're gonna need each other or something like that? So he said something like it's gonna be a time where they're gonna see each other again. But in the background they had that picture of some people, like caveman looking people fighting like a water serpent.
Yeah.
So
I really feel like that has something to do with Avengers Kang Dynasty.
I don't know nothing about. We gotta do some research on that. I don't know anything about Kang. I don't know who it is.
Kang is gonna be the villain that's in Ant-Man. Remember when we saw the Ant-Man preview?
I ain't watch it. I just told you I did. I kind of just listened to it.
In the theater?
Yeah, I was kind of.
Oh. Anyway.
It was being loud in the theater. Like, I was shocked. I was like, man,
we were sitting next to some high schoolers, and they were just louder than most. People on
FaceTime people. I'm like,
yes. Oh my gosh.
You can't text them? You gotta FaceTime
them? Oh my gosh. I guess that person didn't want to come to the movies, or they couldn't come to the movies. And the lady had her FaceTime on, I guess, so the lady can watch FaceTime.
I enjoyed the movie. Do you think it's more of a family movie how it was than the first one?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I think really and truly it was to grieve his death. Really, truly.
And you felt that throughout the movie. Like, you felt it.
Like it was surrounded.
You felt it throughout the whole entire movie.
Yeah.
And
from beginning to end.
even the characters didn't seem like they were themselves.
Right.
So it was like,
yeah. Like you can tell they were,
the queen acted like she lost her son for real.
Right.
Like, it was like,
yes. And I really do hope
they can go over
I really do hope Angela Bassett can win an award for her performance. Because she really did good. Like,
I felt that. And I still get chills now. Like,
yeah.
Like, y'all watch the previews, y'all see the part where she'll like, I lost everything.
Yeah.
And you gotta watch it.
The context behind it. Yeah.
And you'll feel it. Because because you want to give a spoiler?
Sure. Spoiler alert.
She was talking to a close friend of hers.
She was talking to the general.
And
because the general lost Shuri and Shuri got kidnapped.
Yeah.
And
she deranked her.
She lost it. Which she, in every right, she had
as a woman, as a mother.
Yeah.
You know.
She lost her husband.
I understand why.
Her son. Yeah. Now her daughter's kidnapped.
And I understand how a woman would react to something like that. As a man, it'll probably be more of a yeah, you got her lost. Like, you finna go find her again.
Right.
But she was like, you know what? I'm done with you. Like, bye.
Right.
And cut off. And she died. And she died. She ain't never get a chance to apologize to her.
Yeah.
But I think the lady understood where she was coming from.
Right. So. Yeah, I think she was. Yeah.
But y'all, you would have thought she lost her child in real life. Like, she was like
impeccable.
Yeah.
She's done like over 40 movies. She's been Tina Turner, everything. And she's never won an Oscar or anything like that. And I just hope and pray that she is at least nominated. I don't even think she's ever been nominated for an Oscar.
Man,
I think she should be at least nominated. And I think she should win.
Honestly. That was touching. Like,
it was.
You know how you go on a roller coaster and you go up the roller coaster and the anticipation?
Yeah.
And then you go down. That's how I felt.
You never know. Like, it probably, his death personally for her probably was too much for her. And that's why she wanted to be exited from the movie. Because I'm not sure if she passes away in the comics.
Yeah, but I mean, that's, you would have thought somebody in her family died for real. Like, it was like, I felt it.
Was great. Really.
I hate that they got to experience that. I don't think that's fair for them to have to experience that kind of loss. I hate they got to continue to work like that, because if anything happened to my dad, my job got to fire me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Right. But overall, it was a great movie. Would you see it again?
I would see it again. I only saw Black Panther 3 times.
I saw Black Panther 4 times.
And
I'm not even gonna lie to you. In the movies, I saw it 4 times.
And I think, you're a real one. You're a real one. Put money where her mouth is.
It was that good. Seriously, it was.
I will rewatch it just to look at different things and how it played out. Because even now, I kind of
you can't remember it.
I can't remember everything.
Yeah.
Cause I was so
focused. It's so long.
Yeah, and I was so focused on Neymar and how good he was. I was like, man, like, he almost was better than Killmonger.
Yeah.
Like, he had his own kind of.
He was set in his ways.
Yeah, he can
like,
have
there was no budging.
He can have his own movie. Like, he can really have his own series. I wouldn't mind watching it. If he had a video game, I would play it.
I mean, if they want to give him, do any of the villains have movies?
Loki.
Their own movie? Oh, okay. If they were to give him his own movie, I think it would be interesting to see, because they gave a little of his backstory.
Yeah, and
how his human mother got with a, person from under the sea and created him. I think it would be interesting to see his life growing up in detail, because they only could explain so much, in the Black Panther movie. But I think it'll be interesting to see his life growing up in detail and how he came to the point of what, how he is as an adult.
All right. And they touched on that a little bit, but they kind of like sped through it. Maybe like hit key points, kind of like a Spark Notes, Cliff Notes kind of
right.
thing.
And I think that's why the movie is so long, because they wanted to give.
You had to. If they didn't do it, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, like they had to give the context in order for it to be set up how it is.
But he took away from Ironheart.
I mean, but this ain't. It wasn't about her.
You're right, but
it's just to introduce her.
So
it's just to make her. You know what I'm saying?
But why was that CIA guy in the movie at all?
He's probably gonna. I'm telling you. You remember how like Phase 1 when it was like the Captain America movie and then the Iron Man movie.
I never watched Captain America. No, when it came out, I didn't watch anything until the Avengers, the Thanos. So I had to go back and rewatch everything.
Oh my god.
So yeah, like I said, I was a diehard DC fan. Like
I don't know.
I didn't watch none of the Marvel stuff until
I watched Captain America. But I will tell you, I watched Iron Man first. Iron Man's what got my attention. Spider-Man.
Well, Fantastic Four. That's the first thing I watched about
But that's
Marvel.
not Marvel.
Is it not?
It just became Marvel.
Oh.
Fantastic Four was like by itself.
And then what's the one, Guardian of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
I think I saw that. I like half of the movie or something. And then I seen him again in the Avengers movie. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, all this stuff kind of play a part, kind of go together.
Yeah.
And then that's when Black Panther came out. So I said, okay. So I had to go back and watch everything. Then I saw Endgame. After Endgame, I said, okay, I gotta watch everything to make sense. Because I wasn't sure how people had the
powers.
No, that power. What the little stones called?
Oh yeah,
the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, like, okay, who got it? Who got from where? Cause Loki had it, and and I'm like, okay, all the people had the different stuff. Who got from who? And I seen Doctor Strange. I'm like, okay, well, all this kind of, so I had to put it all together. But with this movie, it would be very, very interesting to see how Neymar characters develop.
Yeah.
And if
we're gonna see him in a different movie leading up to the next Avengers.
Right. He was very handsome. He was charming. He was nice.
Yeah.
He was very, he said, hey, if you ever need me, call me. I'll come speak to you directly. Like, it seemed like he didn't want.
He gave them a conch.
Yeah, he didn't want war, but he said, if it's gonna hurt my people, I'm riding with my people no matter what.
Yeah.
And I felt that, like, wow, I understand where he coming from. Like,
yeah.
I feel that. Like my friends, like, if they ain't wrong, and if they're not, even if they are wrong, I'm still gonna try to like help them. But he was like, I don't care. Like, if it's against my people come first. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Then to see what they had, I was like, he trying to keep that going. Cause it ain't no second Neymar. With Black Panther, he had like a family history of Black Panthers.
Right.
Neymar, I don't remember anything about Neymar. He like 9,000 years old.
Yeah, he's
so
old.
he can't, I don't even think he ate, like, I don't know how that worked. So
yeah.
And he was just, straight savage. So
yeah,
I like him. He can play both sides. He can be a villain. He can be a good guy. That kind of give him like this dual kind of role and give him more space to work with. When Shuri got stabbed by him,
my heart sank.
Yeah, I thought she was dying, but she ended up almost killing Neymar. And after that, how did she recover?
Her suit recovered her.
Okay, why didn't
like the Black Panther suit recovers?
But it didn't recover her when he stabbed her.
Yes, it did.
She
had to pull it out.
Yeah, but why? Okay, whatever. But she had to do all that stuff. And I felt like, she should either whitewashed him or he should have whitewashed her to leave it with some suspense. But the fact that they came to an agreement leads me to believe there's going to be a second part, because there's no way. You see how his wife was, that his girl was. It's no way.
I think what's gonna happen is spoiler alert, T'Challa's son is gonna have to kill him.
But that might be true, but Killmonger killed him in real life.
In the comics.
Yeah, comics.
Well, I just don't know, like, how
they gonna bring him
Killmonger
back?
is gonna come back. Like, I really don't. But where is his body?
In the ocean with Namor.
If Killmonger comes back, he's not coming back to be on the side of Wakanda. He's coming back to be on Namor's side.
You think so?
I mean, if his body is truly in the ocean.
And he got tossed in the river, remember?
River, ocean, same thing. Body of water.
But I don't know. That would be very interesting. I gotta ask my friend how that turned out. But you know, if they gonna do away with the Avengers, then you know.
I don't think they're gonna do away.
And the Avengers, they're gonna do away with the Black Panther and go young.
Yeah.
They should bring his son. They should put both of them in the movie.
Who?
Killmonger and the son. But in Baku, at the end of the movie, battle for the king.
Yes, so I feel like he is king of Wakanda now. And he's fit to be king, if you ask me. I think he should be king.
After that sorry performance he had against Namor? I'd rather have Shuri.
There's no other part. She can't be king.
Why she can't?
She's not married. I mean, if we're going by the traditional order of royalty, she cannot be king. She can't even be queen. That's why they keep calling her princess.
You seen how Namor was fighting these people in that movie?
I understand what you're saying.
And if she can stand 10 toes down with Namor, bump tradition. Girl, you queen.
I mean, she's princess.
Ooh, wow, ooh, ooh. Well, no. M'Baku can't fight that man. He got like super. I had read about him, y'all, after the movie. Cause I didn't know who he was. I never heard about Namor the Submariner. Like I never heard about him. I only heard about Aquaman, and I was like, I never really liked Aquaman. I like Aquaman, but I never really liked like a lot of stuff that he did. I like, a lot of stuff Namor did. He can like fly and stuff. Like that's different.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can like do some of the stuff that Aquaman do. But that's here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But I want him to be strong, like like Black Panther and like a superhero villain kind of guy. I want him to be strong, and he was, and I enjoyed him. Killmonger was strong. Shuri was strong. Only person that's left is M'Baku and Ironheart. So Ironheart suit. If y'all seen Iron Man, it was kind of like Iron Man, but it wasn't as good.
It's like his beginner suit.
Yeah, it was just like his beginner suit.
Let us know what you thought about the movie. I'm curious to know if other people are thinking like the same thing we are, because I've been looking on my social media and I don't think a lot of people have seen it yet. I think today's Saturday. So I think today a lot of people went today to go see it. So it's not really a lot of opinion about it. But yeah. I would love to know what you guys think.
So, I don't got anything else to say.
No, I think we covered it all.
I think we did.
Thank you for watching today's video. Please give us a like. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
And that like button and comment.
Right. And we'll see you guys in our next video.
Deuce.
Bye.